we doing, guys? Just quickly, we'll recap the best ball, and then we'll get over to the spreads like normal. I was extremely proud. We've done this 2 years in a row now. This year and last year previously, we made the playoffs in both years. I think that's an extreme success given how little we enter into the contest. So we're getting like 25% of our entries into the playoffs every year. To me, that's an success. Now, the Kyle Pitts thing was a historic performance. It was an all timer, and the people that had him, really benefited. But I was listening to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of people were trying to cope, and they were trying to make excuses, or they were trying to like victory lap. Look, we had Kyle Pitts in another team that didn't qualify, so it's like we had some insurance in case he had a performance like this. Unfortunately for us, he didn't have enough of them during the season, and sometimes you're going to have these historic runouts where people just score really good, 1 week, and crazy lottery stuff happens. That's part of the fun too. We talk a lot about game theory and stuff like that, and that's a percentage of the game. Also, there is a luck factor in the game as well, and like I feel like you're constantly competing against those two theories. And what happens is whenever we get like a historic outcome, everyone wants to overreact and always blame that, or they always want to put one label on something. I think it was a really good run out if you had Kyle Pitts, but you didn't just get him by accident. You also drafted him. You believed in him, you know. And congratulations to the people that got him in. Do you guys want to say anything about best ball before we move
on? My dead team that I thought had no chance of getting through had no chance of getting through. Drake London and Garrett Wilson missing, too much to overcome.
I guess that's my point, though, Donnie. Getting to the playoffs is a success in itself.
I got one.
What's up, Gus?
I got one through. That's it. So I got one last hope.
Is it good?
In the game. I have one that got through. Not in the middle, no. It is in the big play action.
But is it like a fun game?
It's in the one that's 100K up top, not $1 million up top. I will say that. I did not play a lot of millies. Like we only did 2 ourselves. I only did 2.
Right.
Most of the stuff I did was the smaller dollar best balls.
I want to say Kyle Pitts was in our other millie too, the one that didn't qualify.
I know we had some Pitts.
I can't believe this. This was literally my only Pitts team out of like 30 plus teams I drafted.
Yeah, I figured you must. The team you got.
I am not a Kyle Pitts guy myself.
See,
the Panthers fan I am, as you can see. But yeah, I am not.
Well, I find it very weird how people are like coming up with excuses, acting like Kyle Pitts couldn't have won. Like this was a historic performance. No one expected 40. So like sure, if you want to go with that angle, but like I find that like the high performance outcomes in games is why we play. We hope that we have some of those. Like we rarely do. No one rarely, but like I don't think you can blame the Kyle Pitts user for drafting him. The amount of crying that's being done in fantasy football right now over this Kyle Pitts stuff is really sad.
I mean, he's a round 9 guy. It's not like he's Michael Wilson going off in the playoffs.
It's true, but some people are acting like, oh, you just got lucky if you drafted Kyle Pitts. Like, no, you had to believe in Kyle Pitts.
You kind of got lucky to get through. I mean, to be alive this far, everyone got lucky. I mean, let's be honest.
To be fair, the team I got through was an Atlanta, New Orleans, Carolina stack.
Yeah.
Like, it had Penix, Bryce Young, Shuck.
Yuck.
Well, I think
it got through. Got through, dude.
Listen, hey, I had an NFC South stack myself. I'm not knocking it. I like the NFC South this year for some reason. Now, I picked a lot of Falcons and Panthers, so...
You probably have some Bucks, too, and I only got Bucky.
I did not get Bucks on that team. I didn't get much Bucks at that time because I wasn't drafting them. I thought their stock was too high, and the one Buck I did get was Sean Tucker. So...
Oh, I got late Sean Tucker, and I got a couple of Bucky teams. And this was a Bucky Irving team that I then made a NFC South stack. and it got through. Now, does it have some decent one-offs like Stephon Diggs, Trey McBride? Like it got through because it had Pitts and McBride last week.
Yeah, and it probably needed it.
Yeah, it's one of those teams. Bijan, too. Don't forget Atlanta, Bijan.
Yeah.
Like, this was a Penix, Bijan, Pitts. That's the offense, right? Not wrong.
Well, no, it's Kirk O'Chains now, but, you know.
Like, I tried to do that with every team, too. Like, it's Shuck, Olave, Kamara.
Yeah, no, you get your first pick dictates where you go with it, but if your first pick you don't plan on stacking around it a little bit, what's the point of picking them first? That's how I kind of feel. If you're gonna pick someone first, you might as well stack around them and say the offense is gonna work.
Well, just to tie a bone for me, Donnie, that's the point though. Like, you have to have some luck in every team, but like the teams that got through for Gov were also built with a lot of game theory. There's some stacking there, like. We can never underestimate the luck factor. I always love how people always either want to overrate luck or they want to underrate it. It's like part of the game, but it's not like the only thing. Like, I guarantee you, Kyle Pitts was not the only reason you lost in your pod. He might have been a big part of it, but like there was probably something you did wrong with your roster. Like, for example, with our team, we lost Neighbors. This was a Neighbors team that qualified. Did we get unlucky that Neighbors got hurt? Yeah, but you know what? It's also part of the game. Like, people are going to get hurt. You know, we also lost a really good team that Donnie was kind of spearheading and was a big reason for it was that Baker Mayfield belief that you had he was going to win MVP, and we had a Baker Mike Evans team. I think Bucky was on that team as well. Like, that team was looking really good there for a while, but it got hurt. So, that's kind of the best ball chapter. We can close that. The spreads were updated, right, Donnie? I'll pull them up now.
We're updated. Also, over in the comments while you change it over. What got through on your end? Because I knew on this side like 180 was going to be enough just based on how the teams were built, probably. But I can't imagine there was many you had to have 200 in many of them, right? Or is that just Gov would know more? You had more teams.
I don't know. I knew it was
going back to look. Hold on. So the one that I got through. Let's see. I got a lot of 160s that didn't get through. I have a one. Yeah, the one that I got through was 194.
194 is a pretty good score.
Yep.
Justin said he got that was 220.
Yeah. Now, I was trying to.
There were a lot of that's the thing. All of the ones that I have that are 160, they're in last place because there's a 220 team at the top of that.
In mine, I had a 220 team as well. I think he scored 236 by the end of the week, so I was like, all right. I kind of knew I never had a chance from the start. With Pitts, obviously.
And to what Justin's saying, like, yeah, you're right. The pot, like, whatever team you get randomized with, you know, the selection of the pods, that is the luck factor. You can't control that. There's only so much you can control. But that's to Gus' point. The things that he always does, like with the stacking and going heavy in the division, there are things you can do strategically to set yourself up. You can draft around week 17, which I know a lot of people do as well. But there are certain things like the pod that we just can't control. I do have the spreads pulled up that we can move over. Instead, okay, should be set up now.
Wrong.
Wow, I forgot. This was a pivot. Someone stole Bryce on me in this team. Sorry, I'm just looking at my team.
You pivoted late in the draft?
I forgot. This was the one where I had to pivot late. Someone took Bryce. So I already had Leggett. So luckily, Herbert was on the board. I took Herbert. But then I had to stack him with Tyler Conklin and QJ.
QJ worked out.
Oh, QJ, yeah. Boo-hoo. Okay. Over to the spreads. Eagles covered a 12-point spread for us almost which is nice. Brings our overall team pick, lock of the week, whatever, to 6-9. That's looking a little better. We've had a good month. We'll say that we're 3-1 this month.
Yeah.
Gov went 1-1. That brings him to 12-17-1. That virtually ends his chances of winning, as there's only 6 games left.
I had to win out, or else I'm out. It's out.
Yeah.
One of you guys is picking the captain.
Yeah.
It just depends on who's in.
Logan. Yeah, Logan went 1-1. He is now 15-15, and I am 3 games ahead of him at 18-12 after going 1-1.
Can you scroll down so we can see, Logan? You're only showing up to week 7.
I can't. Oh, that's right.
Scroll down. Yeah.
You're good. There we go. Oh, the Browns.
Yeah, that was bad. That was quite the beating. How about the Panthers screwing me over? What's up with that, Gov? Want to talk about it?
I'm still in on the Panthers, but man, do they drive me nuts.
I want to talk about how easy it fucking is and how hard it fucking is for us. Like, seriously. Like, good God. Like, all we had to do was win that game, and then we had complete control. We just had to win 1 of our final 3. Like, if we beat New Orleans, we could have theoretically still been swept by Tampa had a better divisional record. All we had to do was win 1 of the 3 games between the 2 with Tampa and our game with Seattle.
Yeah, as strange as it is, Gov, the harder you make it on the Panthers, that's when they tend to usually play their best.
Now, if
what's going to happen is we're going to lose this week at home to Tampa, and they're going to take control. And then they're going to fuck it up versus Miami and fuck it up versus us at home in week 18. And we're going to play tough and beat Seattle and then Tampa again. That makes absolutely no sense. Don't listen to me.
All we know is 1 and 2 will not be good enough. Oh, well, we're still live, I believe. So that's fine.
Logan will be back.
Yeah, Logan will be back in a second. But 1 and 2 won't be good enough in that division. Hopefully, someone goes 3-0 and it just looks better record-wise, because I hate seeing the NFC South be the joke division with nobody making through with a good record. But the typical NFC South.
Trust me, it's upsetting. It's upsetting.
Well, I mean, your team choked against the Saints.
Atlanta twice, but we can't get over this New Orleans hump, and now we get to play Tampa 2 times.
Yeah.
What
So
kind of schedule is this?
You guys can't get over that goddamn Saints team. The Bucks are finally healthy, and they've looked bad now that they're healthy. It makes no sense. Nothing makes sense in the NFL this year. The Patriots blew a 21-point lead after looking like they control the whole game completely, and then we're like, but what if we don't do that? I mean, it's just a mess. Just a mess.
I like this year, technically.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed watching it. It's just like it's awful for predictions. Maybe that's why I'm winning in Showdown this year.
If they move the schedule to doing the divisional games like early in the year and then late in the year like they do now, it has given us something like we're going to have this week that we don't usually get.
Well, yeah, no, it makes the early in the year matter more.
We get a good Thursday night football game.
It's actually historic.
The divisional games matter. And so Rams-Seahawks is actually going to be a good game.
Gov, it's funny you bring that up. It's the first time that 2 11-win teams have faced off in Thursday Night Football. So, I mean, I think it's just a variant year. I know a lot of people want to say, oh, it's the Thursday night influence. It's the NFL trying to squeeze the orange and get all the money out. Like, I just think it's one of those years where we saw some injuries at the most inopportune times in the year, basically, where teams just got unlucky. And also, teams are just getting better, too. I don't think tanking isn't so popular anymore. It's not really, like, there's no, especially this year, there's no really rookie quarterback that all the teams feel like they have to hit on. So there's no guarantee in the draft. So I feel like we're getting.
But GMs are gushing over Mendoza. Like Mendoza's like that guy. He's rubbing everyone the right way.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
I don't see any. I don't think there'll be any Hall of Famers.
GMs just love Mendoza because he's physically the 6'5". You know, he's a physical guy that they like, and he's also got the perfect attitude for a quarterback, like the NFL just attitude that they love. So
yeah, we'll see. Because once the scouts do get involved, we always kind of get a different picture too.
Yeah, no, like Mendoza's pretty much consensus number one. There's no competition there until the combine. Maybe something changes, but every GM is gushing over Mendoza, like scout wise.
Speaking of competitions, did you guys have any sweats in DFS? Any lineups that really stuck out to you?
Yeah, pull up our lineup for this week. I don't even remember much of what we build. Totally.
I do. Remember we had that big conversation.
It was a Josh Allen and stuff.
See?
Josh Allen.
You remember?
Yeah, that's right. No, I had to pull up my lineup to remember. Now, I mean, I guess Josh didn't hit the way we wanted him to, but the recipe was there.
I thought it was the team. No, it wasn't. I've been putting us in the single entry, but this week I must have put us in the
I played so much Kobe. Is it Kobe or Cody? I don't even know his first name. Cody, whatever the hell his name is, Parkinson this week.
It's Kobe.
So, yeah. So I won. Like, I won Cope just based off him. 24 points for my tight end, and he was 3,200. You know.
So I had
Josh Allen, St. Brown, and James Cook, and we still didn't cash. Damn.
Yeah. I was going to say, you'll see.
Oh, the zero from Likely. That's why. That'll do it.
I tried to tell you. I told you guys before we closed.
I didn't play any Likely.
Kobe?
In my personal stuff, I didn't play any Likely. No,
I told you guys.
Kobe Parkinson.
I told you guys, just play Kobe. Just play Kobe. I said it like 6 times. I texted Logan, like, I think we should just play Kobe.
Well, the truth of it, Donnie, is we couldn't agree on shit this week because Gov did not want to play Cook. You then stuck your foot down and said, we're playing Cook no matter what. He was a 19% owned, zero. This lineup was very frustrating to follow because you're like, well, basically 2 zeros, getting a zero from Likely and 2 points from Tinsley. I almost wanted to close the app on this team and then say,
really, it's that one game. Our snowflakes are Likely, Tinsley, and Henry.
Yeah. By the way, let's talk about that first.
Game did absolutely nothing.
I saw Zero World where Tinsley played and he was healthy and got 2 points. I can't understand that. I don't get it. I don't know how the Bengals offense failed to this extent.
I'm with you, Donnie. I watched that game. That team. Now, maybe I should have known it. Maybe Tinsley just isn't good. Maybe the Bengals isn't. But if you would have told me the workload was there, he was going to be a starter. He was going to be $100 over minimum. Like he was $3,100 with his projected volume. I play him every time.
Right. Like I mean, we didn't even play that this offense needed to be good. We just need to have them not be bad. They were so bad.
Wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for that, but I swear, when the 15% got turned over, I was smiling. I was like, "Let's go!" And,
I can't believe he failed like that. I really don't understand.
It's funny.
I played every day.
That's the only thing that killed this lineup is we had that huge game stack.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I probably would have. You are 100% right. We did not need to full stack that game the way we did, and we didn't have any real piece. We had St. Brown, but we could have used another piece from that Rams Detroit game because that was one of the best games to have as late game.
We were so right about a lot of things. We just couldn't agree this week because you kept preaching, Gov, about PMR. You're like, we got to get more PMR in this lineup. We got to get more.
There's 5 PMR games. We can't not have PMR.
Yeah.
Other than just St. Brown. We need something else.
And I remember being on St. Brown and Williams. I was like, those are my 2 guys. I think we have to get one of them in. Now, St. Brown having 44 points really saved this lineup and almost brought it back. I had two lineups basically finish like a point out of the min cast this week. So it was quite disappointing. Like one or two things happened. I think there was a fumble or something in the Denver game, and that gave that defense like two extra points, which basically pushed me out at the last second, something like that. Uh, the sad thing is, Donnie, you were right about James Cook to keep him in the game. He got us 34 points. But really, it was that we were so defiant about some of our favorite picks. Like, I wanted St. Brown in this lineup. Gov wanted more PMR. You wanted Cooks. We were right. But what happened is we were so right. We were so declarative that we just couldn't get anything that we liked around it. Um, it like, I like Woody Marks, but I'm like, nah, he's going to get so much volume. I,
Uh,
I we almost got to play him, and I don't even think that was a bad play. He just got hurt, like but he always gets hurt. I got to start paying attention to that more.
I don't think he always gets hurt.
The man, the man comes out of the games all the time. He comes out of games more than Puka Nakua. He's like a walking band-aid, Johnny.
Okay, no, like listen. First of all, Puka plays almost every game and plays high volume a bunch.
I know.
But Woody, like for the past 2 months, has been pretty much consistently the number one back.
If you
He
go
just
back,
just the production.
Even in this game, he was the number one back. It's just like, for whatever it is, like Houston's offense is not good running the ball. Like he's getting work, but it's not good EPA. It's not good efficient work. It's like they're not doing well running the ball, and it's the thing that makes Houston sort of struggle. Like Houston has everything right now with a defense and a really solid quarterback, but their run game kind of sucks because their offensive line can't run.
Yeah.
And my thing is, they have like, I know he's older now, but they still have a guy who's so athletic at the tackle spot in Trent Brown. He's one of the I'd say he's probably the best tackle to have if you're running a toss play. He's the only tackle that can consistently keep up with the running back enough to get a bowling ball block. But like everything else outside of that, their run blocking doesn't work.
Honestly, though, like we got a big enough sample size now. I've been looking back at a lot of the lineups we build. I think we're very close to like winning something. Like we keep building. I feel like good lineups. Usually when we turn over the cards. I mean, obviously I'd have to go back and watch every show, but I want to say maybe there's like 2 or 3 lineups in the whole duration of this year where I'm like, oh, this line, I just didn't like this lineup, and it turned out to. I thought we hit a lot of good things. I think we actually took some good things away from this lineup. Like we'll have to make that Woody Marks discussion again next week because he only went up $1,000, so he's 6,600.
1,000? No, then it's not conversation. What do you mean?
He's getting like 20 touches a game,
and he's getting like 10 points a game.
Yeah, maybe. Man, Donnie, we didn't agree on this lineup. We're already going to disagree on it.
If I'm paying that for a running back, I'm going to get a good running back. Sorry.
People will pay $6K for 20 touches at a running back.
I'd rather pay $4,900 for Blake Corum. My God.
Oh.
You? Like, I'm probably gonna have to do that in the showdown, but like, ew.
Yeah.
No, Blake Corum, I would.
Is he 4,900 in the showdown?
No, well, I don't know what he is this time, but last time I played him, last time they were in showdown, or no, I did it randomly. He was 5,600 as my captain at showdown last time I played it, and it was 2 weeks ago.
It was a couple weeks ago when they played Arizona. I remember it.
Yeah, I remember they played Arizona, and I captained him in a showdown, and it was awesome.
Um,
And I've been taking advantage of Blake Corum for a while now. I really have been.
Just for transparency purposes, I'll show you another team I thought should have cashed, and it just didn't. It was Neal got hurt in this game, and I think if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, this lineup would have cashed. I thought it was pretty well constructed. Obviously, I knew I was punting with the Raiders defense, but this lineup obviously had JMO, so you know I like that game environment. One lineup had St. Brown, one had Williams. It's similar to how I used to stack with the Bucks, where one week or one lineup you take Mike Evans, the other lineup you take Chris Godwin. You know they'll both be involved.
Yeah, my thing is it's one of my worst things and best. It helps me so much sometimes. But there's sometimes just one player that I get so stuck on that I'll put in every single lineup. And it happens once a week, I feel like, where there's just one player I'll play no matter what. And I did it with two different players this week where I played him in every single lineup I played. And it happened to be James Cook and Kobe Parkinson. So it worked out this time. And there's plenty of weeks where it doesn't work out. Like, and I will be the first to tell you, there's a lot of weeks where it doesn't work out. But that alone was a 50-point block for me. So
paying down at tight end when you know your quarterback loves, like whenever you have a quarterback that just loves tight ends and the tight end's really cheap, that's a good play. And we know Matthew Stafford loves his tight ends. That's historically known.
I don't have anything else. Do you guys?
These are the lineups. The last two I just showed you were my closest to cashing. You know what really hurts? So, like when I look back at this week, it's gonna really bother me. My most drafted quarterback this year, by far, is Trevor Lawrence. This was the 1 week where I had 0 Trevor Lawrence. I think it might be the only week I've had 0 Trevor Lawrence all season.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Gardner Minshew next week.
No, Donnie, I'm playing the Titans defense. Minshew magic is done.
Don't hate on Minshew Mania.
I the Titans defense, man. Forget that guy.
Minshew Mania is fun. You're just hating.
Well, one of us is gonna be right. One of us, because
I know. I'm not saying I'm playing Minshew. I don't know what his price is. All right. I'm not saying I'm playing Minshew. I'm just saying I'll consider.
I wasn't playing. I'm at 100% the Tennessee Titans defense. They're cheap, and Minshew is terrible.
Okay, terrible's a stretch. Total rude.
Oh, that's the nice thing I could think to say. Gov, you look like you've been quiet. You got anything to say?
I honestly have the basketball game on in the background. Sorry. Said half stuff.
Yeah, I do want.
You know me, I'm an NBA guy. Like, it's NBA Cup.
Man, we gotta find.
Yeah, I told you it matters. I told you it matters.
No, Gov would watch basketball.
Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, now I have to see, because if the New York Knicks make the NBA Finals, rigged. Cup's rigged. the team that gets into the final cup, like Indiana and New York, 3 years in a row. Rigged.
3 years in a row. I'm here for it.
I'm sorry, just trending.
Whether it's the NFL
if the Knicks, they can lose the cup, but if they make the NBA Finals, rigged.
Yeah, I think whether it's the NBA or the NFL at this point, the whole rig narrative is finally turned the corner where now like everyone can have fun with it. You either really believe in the big conspiracies and go down that rabbit hole, or you just have fun with it and you kind of laugh at the gimmick. Like it's kind of seen as day in court, if you will. I want to do more NBA content. We all three of us love NBA. It's just I don't know how to cover that in an entertaining, like strategic way that would actually give you guys value without us doing like live before lock sweats, because that's how NBA lineups are built. Like this, it's just so hard.
It's just so night to night that you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Even if you went late and just did like the West Coast showdowns or something, like even then, no, it's not like worth it. But I do like NBA. It is my other passion. What? It is the other DFS game I play the most.
I think the only thing we didn't hit on was like the most annoying sports news of the week that broke the internet more than anything was John Cena tapping out, and that's all I got from that.
You know who doesn't give up? You know who doesn't give up? Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers doesn't give up. Philip Rivers doesn't give up. And we get to see him on Monday fucking night, man.
That's really the Monday Night Raw.
That's all. That is our Christmas present to all. Philip Rivers versus the 49ers on Monday Night Football.
That's very important to a Lions fan. I'll just say that. It's very important.
Listen, Philip Rivers almost took down the Seahawks. That's the one thing I'll say.
He did. He had the Seahawks dead right. But with the whole kicker thing and everyone being able to make 55, 60-yard field goals,
it was impressive.
Scored on the 25, 35 or whatever. Now, yeah.
It's hard for me to say, oh my God, it's the defense's fault, because they only gave up 6 field goals against the best offense in the league. But also, Philip Rivers gave you a lead with 40 seconds left, no timeouts.
And then what does he do? With 11 seconds, he's like, what we got? We just got to go and get a field goal? I just got to throw one bomb and get us 20 yards? I just got to get us 20 yards. One bomb. Okay. I'm going to go out there and chuck it. We're going to get this done.
No
that
velocity.
Was the duckiest fucking duck I have seen since Peyton Manning's final year.
There is no velocity in that goddamn arm. Do not ask that man to throw an out route. That is a pick six waiting to happen.
Whacked as it left his fist. Seriously.
Johnny, I know the man has 12 kids, so the odds are in his favor, but he is a
It's
grandpa.
11. It's 11. He is a literal grandpa.
It's 11 kids and a grandchild.
Yeah, I was going to say the odds are in his favor, but he is a grandpa. It's funny. Is entertaining, as nostalgic as gimmick is. It became not a gimmick. He actually played very well for what you would expect for the standards. It was actually enjoyable to watch. Now, does it make me feel nostalgic that yes, there's another old quarterback in that's actually older than me? Yeah, that makes me feel better. It makes me feel a little bit younger, But when you have to rely on a 44-year-old quarterback, you see. But there's worse options they could have went with. There's worse options.
Honestly, what I saw, they got what they got. They got a guy who commanded some respect on the sideline. People aren't gonna fuck with him. He's Philip fucking Rivers, except the guy who never curses, but is always in your face.
That's
you
Phillip
want to go fuck
Rivers,
off, Philip Rivers, but he would never tell you to fuck
off. Yeah. With that being said, I think we'll see. On Friday, there's no other better way to get out of here than some Philip Rivers talk. Old man put us to sleep. It was actually really enjoyable, but that's all I got for the night. We'll see you guys Friday, I believe.
Yep. Peace out.